Don't tie your success to anything other than what's inside you. Kindness in words creates confidence. Kindness in thinking creates profoundness. Kindness in giving creates love. All men know the utility of useful things, but they do not know the utility of utility. It is error alone which needs the support of government. Truth can stand by itself. If you don't like the road you're walking, start paving another one. Challenges in life can either enrich you or poison you. You are the one who decides. When a wise man points at the moon, the imbecile examines the finger. Death is so terribly final, while life is full of possibilities. How we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives. Most of what matters in our lives takes place in our absence. You know, there's no such thing as a complete lie. There's always some truth in there. Having the life of your dreams is simple. Make conscious choices. My only advice is to stay aware, listen carefully, and yell for help if you need it. If you think you have enough knowledge, you are still ignorant. Always be a learner. I care for no man on earth, and no man on earth cares for me. Don't let the fear of losing them keep you from loving them. He will win who, prepared himself, waits to take the enemy unprepared. If my life is going to mean anything, I have to live it myself. Those who do not think about the future cannot have one. There's so much to be grateful for. Words are poor things. If you remember me, then I don't care if everyone else forgets. Common sense is the collection of prejudices acquired by age 18. Without deviation from the norm, progress is not possible. Life is an essay you yourself have to write, start to finish. Enchantment lies in everyday moments if you are observant. One day you will wake up and there won't be any more time to do the things you've always wanted. Do it now. Amid the turmoil and tumult of battle, there may be seeming disorder and yet no real disorder at all. Darkness ages faster than you'd think. It doesn't loiter on forever. Memory can make a thing seem to have been much more than it was. Anything not worth doing is worth not doing well. Think about it. There's nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. Many things that don't really mean so much of anything are wonderful. Dream as if you will live forever. Live as if you will die today. We all have the beast in us, Bill, and it is up to us to control it. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. Imagining something is better than remembering something. In the midst of darkness, he alone sees the dawn. In the midst of the soundless, he alone hears harmony. A ship is always safe at shore, but that is not what it's built for. To a mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders. The whole house seemed to exhale a melancholy breath of emptiness. Therefore the good fighter will be terrible in his onset and prompt in his decision. Sometimes we create our own heart, breaks through expectation. Next to trying and winning, the best thing is trying and failing. Unless you enter the tiger's lair, you cannot get hold of the tiger's cubs. There's nothing you can't do if you want it bad enough. Once you really know yourself, can't nobody tell you nothing about you. I like people who refuse to speak until they are ready to speak. Efforts and courage are not enough without purpose and direction. The only real battle in life is between hanging on and letting go. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. Time is heavy sometimes. Imagine how heavy eternity must be. I live in my own little world, but it's okay. They know me here. Correct your mistake as soon as you have found it. What keeps life fascinating is the constant creativity of the soul. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. A true genius admits that he knows nothing. Many things are not as they seem. The worst things in life never are. The greatest step towards a life of simplicity is to learn to let go. Breathing control gives man strength, vitality, inspiration, and magic powers. Feet, what do I need them for if I have wings to fly? It's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see. Keep working hard and you can get anything that you want. It's not whether you got knocked down, it's whether you get back up. I'm a greater believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more I have of it. For a word to be spoken, there must be silence, before and after. Now I know what success is, living your truth, sharing it. All I have is all I need, and all I need is all I have in this moment. Decide what you want to be, pay the price, and be what you want to be. This is your life, and it's ending 1 minute at a time. He who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still. You like me not because I like you. I like you just because I like me. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Si no usaba esta vida, entonces la estaba desperdiciando. We never live. We are always in the expectation of living. One must wait until the evening to see how splendid the day has been. You can't blame gravity for falling in love. The question is not what you look at, but what you see. True friends are always together in spirit. Lucy Maud Montgomery. There are few reasons for telling the truth, but for lying the number is infinite. A wise general makes a point of foraging of the enemy. It is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. For life goes not backward, nor tarries with yesterday. Judge your success by what you had to give up in order to get it. Begin by seizing something which your opponent holds dear, then he will be amenable to your will. Stay quiet about your goals. Soon your results will do all the talking. Take the first step, no more, no less, and the next will be revealed. When your opponent gives you an opening, be swift as a hare. Everything changes in my life, and the world stays the same. The smallest light has greater power than the largest darkness. People say that life is the thing, but I prefer reading. The eye sees only what the mind is prepared to comprehend. We are citizens of the world. The tragedy of our times is that we do not know this. The flame that burns twice as bright burns half as long. It's faith in something and enthusiasm for something that makes a life worth living. Some things in life are too complicated to explain in any language. If you derive joy in destroying others, you won't go far in life. You have to notice the truth in order to be able to avoid it. The control of large numbers is possible, and like unto that of small numbers if we subdivide them. Some things you hear with your ears, others you hear with your heart.